I decided to record today's talk, so I hope you don't mind. I started doing the talk today on curiosity because I thought that that's what the topic of the month was. And then I found out it was appreciation while I'd already started my talk on curiosity. So I decided to combine them. So we get a finishing of appreciation and a start on curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought him back. That was one of my dad's favorite sayings. I never knew what it meant, and I doubt that he did, so I looked it up. Originally, the line was care kills the cat, and by that they meant worry or sorrow or depression. That's what killed the cat. So then it kind of made sense that it's really worry or sorrow or fear that creates that which can do us harm. And that makes sense because they are not positive emotions. Now, curiosity, in my opinion, creates or feeds the desire to learn or experience the unknown. What would we be without curiosity? Is it not the driving force behind creativity or motivation? If we never wondered or were curious about something, we would not have any desire to experience something new. That's how I look at curiosity. I look at curiosity as a very positive thing. So my first encounter with curiosity that I remember, so I was probably about 3 years old, and I would watch my dad light his cigarette from the car cigarette lighter. This thing would pop out and he would light it. So he wasn't in the car one day, and I pushed the button in, and when it popped out, I remember I pulled it out. I looked at this red light on there, and I thought, well, what's that? And I put my finger on it. I found out really quick what that red light was. And it must have been quite a burn because when my dad got back, he was quite concerned. And this many years later, I still remember that. So that made a very lasting impression on me. The next thing I remember that I would say was my curiosity was probably, I'm thinking around the age of 4 or 5, I began to be aware that there were people and energies around me that no one else seemed to be aware of or were able to see, but I could see them, talk to them, and I was always aware of them. So a few years later, when I saw an ad for a meditation class, my curiosity led me to go. And from there, my curiosity led me to keep searching for more knowledge. So it was curiosity that gave me the push to pursue the spiritual journey that I have been on and am still on in my life now, and keeps pushing me to learn even more now. I appreciate my level of curiosity because I give credit to that which is my desire to learn. So some things in my spiritual journey have scared me, and it's made it difficult to do sometimes. But my desire to learn was always stronger than my fear. That's when I learned that being brave does not mean you don't have fear. It simply means you feel the fear and you do it anyway. So again, I appreciate my curiosity and show my gratitude by pursuing my dreams. Now today we are curious about the current situation, or at least I certainly am. You're curious about how it happened, what's it about, what's going to be the end, and also what we can do to help the situation. It seems we have two choices: sit back and let it happen, or ask the question, what is one thing I can do to make a difference? Personally, I am more concerned with the outcome and the people and businesses that will be affected rather than the virus. That's my personal opinion anyway, because the number of people that are going to lose their homes, their business, their house, their apartment, their vehicle, and maybe as a result their family, their relationship. This is the crisis. This is what we will have to live with after they're able to open the doors again. I think we'll see a lot of angry, depressed, worried people that are absolutely full of fear. My goal is to live in today, without living in fear. And that's when I saw this post that said, fear does not stop death, it stops life. And worry does not take away tomorrow's troubles, it takes away today's peace. That really, really says a lot. I don't listen to the news because I don't want to hear gloom and doom and everything else. And that does not mean that I am hiding or pretending that a problem does not exist. It simply means that in today, nothing can harm me. In this moment in time, I am free. No one has locked me in a jail cell or taken away my car keys. I can still go out and get a Big Mac if I choose, or French fries and gravy. Louise Hay said, the point of power is always in the present moment. And in this present moment, I am free. And this is the emotion and energy that I am sending out to others everywhere. I try and always give a friendly word to the cashier. After working with the public at times like these, they deserve it. I do see people learning about helping others, and I recognize this as a gift that comes from the situation. And now, I watched a video by Bruce Lipton. It's about 5 minutes long now, and the message really applies to now and lets us know that there is something we can do to help this dilemma we're in. Here it is. I really hope you enjoy. And
the only thing that is important is that the energy that the planet experiences over the next 24 to 48 hours is as powerful as it can be, and we have the ability literally shift the planet. And we need to have, as Nia said, hold that love and that gratitude and that compassion in our hearts. And starting at 11 p.m. or a.m., wherever you are, with the first time the clock hits 11, we want you to collectively to hold the intention of love and gratitude for the rest of humanity, for our planet, for the new evolutionary process that we're going towards, that is part and parcel of where we are right now on this planet. And it's a difficult time, I understand, but remember that difficult, painful, chaotic time is what leads to that evolutionary process, which is necessary for growth, and that's where we're going. So hold that intention and visualization of where we are going to be in another month, 2 months, 3 months, and then when that clock hits 11 again, 12 hours later, do the same thing again, so that every hour there are millions of people that are setting that intention, holding that intention, and it cascades every hour and takes us from Saturday night till Sunday, wherever you are in the world. Just start at 11. In fact, just do it for 48 hours. Do it 3-4 times. 11, 11, 11, 11. So that's what my intention is. That's what Nia's intention is. And that's what Dr. Lipton's intention is. Dr. Lipton.
Well, this is really what you acknowledge is an evolutionary upheaval moment. The human behavior has to change in order for us to thrive into the future. And I say, so, but what's the relevance, as Nia and Dr. Buttar are talking about, the consciousness and having a thought in your head? How is that going to affect the world? Well, let's start with the most important scientific fact, and that is simply this. The most valid, truthful science on planet Earth is quantum physics. There is no science that has been tested or affirmed more, because quantum physics is a science that recognizes that consciousness is creating our life experiences, that we, through our mind, are manifesting a reality. And there's a collective reality through collective consciousness. And you say, well, how can my mind be influencing the outside world? Because it's in my head, and that's where everything is. And I go, yes, you're right. If I put wires on your head, I could read your brain activity inside. It's called the electroencephalograph, and I could read your brain functions inside. However, there's a new technology called magnetoencephalograph, MEG, not EEG. And I say, what's relevant? I say, it reads brain function. I go, yeah, but what's relevant? I say, the probe in MEG devices does not touch the head. The probe is outside. And I said, well, what does that mean? I said, I could read your internal brain functions with a probe on the outside. And you say, well, what does that mean? And the answer is this: our thoughts are not contained in our head. Our thoughts are broadcast. Our brains are like tuning forks. The more individuals that share a common thought, the more power that vibration is given. The power of the vibration determines the unfoldment of life on this planet. How many people are sharing a belief system? And so what we are calling upon right now is to recognize this. In the next couple of days, at 11 a.m. or p.m., wherever you are in either time, putting your thoughts into a vision of a world of being healthy, happy, evolving into a beautiful community, a garden. These thoughts are important because if we collectively broadcast these thoughts when we think them, the amplitude of individuals, numbers, million individuals, will empower that thought to help facilitate a change in our evolution. So your thinking is not just a byproduct of something going on. Your thinking is an active agent engaging change on this planet. And what we're calling upon you for right now is to recognize this. We must have new thoughts. The thoughts of fear from the COVID virus and all that is actually distorting who we are, and actually in the real sense of biology, creating a bigger problem with the fear. It's time for us to change that. And so I'm really here with Nia and Dr. Buttar to really hope that you would pay attention to what we're trying to do, because we're all collectively trying to create a better world, and that involves the thoughts that we manifest, not thoughts of fear, thoughts of health, harmony, love. And when we broadcast that in a large enough numbers, and it's already been demonstrated through satellite studies of the electromagnetic fields of the Earth, that when humans collectively are involved with a thought process, it actually changes the electromagnetic field of the Earth, which is giving shape to the physical reality. So it's not just hey, that's a nice suggestion. It's a scientific reality. Take our time, focus our thoughts on health, harmony, and a beautiful garden, and then collectively we will manifest those. And this is the intention that we really are working on sharing with the world.
There was a strong message in that video, and I'm going to join the 11 o'clock meetings, meditations on that. Well, here's an old song that really goes along with everything that we talked about, and I hope you sing along. I'd like to build the world a home, furnish it with love, grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company. I'd like to see the world for once all standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills, their peace throughout the land. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. One more time. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. What a great old song. Appreciation is not something that is always easy to create. I know this for sure. But the rewards are worth the effort it takes. Curiosity can create many different realities, some good and some not so good. Thanks for listening. It's always a pleasure to be part of this group. Thank you. Have a great day.